The NFC West. All right. So right now, he going last on this. Look, he
Oh,
walked up to the camera. All right. Looking like Kyle Shanahan. All right. So look, the 49ers destroyed the Cardinals in the second half. They held them scoreless in the second half. And right now they are beating the Seahawks in division by half a game. Right? So we're gonna talk about the NFC West, and J-Mo, you kicking us off on this one. Who's gonna win the NFC West?
First off, shout out to Dave, man. Look, shout out to the 49ers. Y'all pretty much, you know what I'm saying, passed the success on down to us. We just, tweaked it up a little bit. So I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot from y'all. With that being said, I don't have much to say, man. I do think they're gonna win the division. It's looking like they're gonna win the division with a regular Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? Because they added McCaffrey, and who knows how long Geno's gonna last. But coming off that big game he just had, if he could just get one or two more of those, the division's pretty much in the bag. So, like I said, I don't have much to say. I think San Fran got it. I don't have much faith in the Seahawks.
All right, Tomo.
this pains me, man. This pains me as a Cowboys fan. The 49ers are going to win this division. Hands down. I went over the remaining schedule. I only got them losing one game, and that's to the Dolphins. Everything else, I can see them just flat out. Well, hold on. Another one was on the fence, the Washington game.
Oh, don't
But
be nice to me, Tom. It's okay. You ain't gotta be nice, man.
but
You ain't
no,
gotta be nice.
they're definitely losing. No, because of the momentum y'all got right now with Heineke, and I see that. I see the momentum building. Chase probably come back. Certain things just gonna play, and y'all good against the run. But Miami is the only team I see them actually losing to right now. The Seahawks, they're just gonna plumble. Like they're gonna plateau. The Cardinals are done. I told you all about the Sunday. I told you about that Sunday night game. I said they needed it more than the 49ers. And the way they came out there and played, they benched all their starters. Rondale Moore owes me a fantasy win. Now I see why NFL players hate fantasy football. Because if I ever see him in person, I'm gonna definitely be like, bro, 0.6. Like you couldn't have just jogged back out there. But that's neither here nor there. And the
Crazy.
Rams right now, they're dealing with injuries. Like Matt Stafford's not playing, and then they're still trying to figure out their running situation. That's what happens when you buy a team. Told you all. Also, David, I just want to say this: everything you've been saying about Jimmy G, he's about to lead your team back to the playoffs again.
Mm,
It's time to show him a little bit of respect, man.
mm.
49ers got this division. Gimme G,
Wow.
gimme Jimmy. That's what you call him.
Wow. So Tom, I'll give you props. You had them finishing with the 1 seed before the season started, so I'll give you props. But David, man, I was surprised, man. You had the Rams win the division before the season started. You a 49ers fan. I mean, you kept the 100, But like you said, Matthew Stafford, it's a two-man race. The Rams, they getting rid of all their players. They got rid of both of them. Got rid of Henderson, who's actually playing okay this year. He wasn't playing bad, but he actually wasn't playing bad. But he's a decent running back. It's an offensive line problem. Cooper Kupp is on IR. Matthew Stafford is hurt. They're done. All right. Cardinals, like you said, Kyler Murray gets hurt every second half of the year. So they're done. And new Call of Duty's been out, and he's been, playing the game since then. So the 49ers will beat the Seahawks to first place. And the 49ers, they are the best team by far in this division. Like, it's not even a close margin. They've been hurt all year. Last game was the healthiest they've been all year for real. And we saw the weapons at display. They run that West Coast offense, kind of like the Dolphins, kind of like the Chiefs, right? When Jimmy G, all he got to do is dunk it to one of the skill players, and they do all the rest. Right now, the 49ers are fifth in yak yards. You call them the yak team, right? Fifth in yak yards, right? They're crushing the division. They beat the division by at least 2 touchdowns in every single game. The last 3 games, they held all their opponents to 0 points in the second half. So they got one of the best defense in the league on top of all this firepower, the best, my bad, yards wise, right? And they got all these skill players on the offensive end. So they remind you of like you want to say the Dolphins. They don't have the speed of the Dolphins, but they have skill. Christian McCaffrey, man, is elite. when you watch him play, he's always moving forward. Y'all realize, like, when I watch him play, when he get tackled, he's moving forward. He's one of those running back that actually fight for every gain of a yard. Now, the Seahawks, they bread and butter this year has been a rushing game, right? And their defense, they got the two nice corners, you know what I mean? But their rushing attack has been their bread and butter. And the Buccaneers put that on lock on Sunday night in London. They have 15 carries, 39 yards, averaging 2.9 per carry. That's the lowest carries they had since they played y'all in week 2 and they lost 27-7. So if you eye on that run game, they will lose the game. Like, you want Geno to throw the ball 35, 40 times. He threw the ball 34 times, I believe. He didn't even have 300 yards. And the Bucks ran all over him. Everybody made a big deal about 49 carries. The Bucks ran the ball 44 times on the Seahawks and got 161 yards. So that's not nothing new, all right? So I got the 49ers win this division by a margin. I don't think the Seahawks going to keep up. The Seahawks might finish like 7-7. They might win 7 or 8 games. I don't think they're going to keep this roll up, to be honest with you. But I think the 49ers are going to be a legit seed in the NFC.
So I think it's no surprise that who I'm choosing is going to win this division. Let me clarify those Jimmy G comments. So yes, I do call him Gimme Jimmy, and that's not going to change yet. Now I'll say this: he had probably his best game as a 49er player Monday night against the Seahawks. Against the Cardinals. Sorry, he threw for 4 touchdowns, no picks. He was 20 of 24. So he played his best game. Now, with that being said, I've seen what he does when we play against better teams. That's why I'm not high on Jimmy. Now, I did tell Joe this earlier, and I said it on the show, that if Jimmy plays better and he wins the Super Bowl, I'm going to change what I say about Jimmy. Until then, I'm going to keep it the same. I'm not changing nothing right now. It's the Cardinals. I'm not high off that game. It's the Cardinals. The Cardinals suck. We own our division right now. We haven't lost a division game yet this year. We're 4-0 in our division right now. And we only have 2 division games left. And that's because the Seahawks and the Cardinals. I think everyone pretty much feel like we're going to win both of them games, if not at least one. The Cardinals may win that last game because I think we played them the last game of the season. We may be resting our players at that time. Who knows? Who knows what it may be? But I'll say this, though. I think I don't think you're looking at our schedule the way I'm looking at it, because I think we got a chance of losing at least 2 or 3 games. Now, the Dolphins is 1. The Commanders is 1.
There you go.
Me giving respect because I seen what the Commanders have been playing well. And the other one is the Bucks. I don't think people realize who Tom Brady is yet. And you've been saying this since he got divorced, Tom. Well, he's undefeated since he got divorced. So Brady is still Brady. That defense is going to play better. I don't expect the defense to play that bad all season. And our run defense has played well against certain teams because those teams, most of the teams have been in our division. The teams in our division can't run against us. It's just not happening. But outside our division, it's a different ballgame. Because when we played against the Broncos, they ran against us well. Another team, when we played against the Falcons, they ran against us well. That's why they beat us 28-14. So I've seen us play bad against teams we should beat. So that's why I'm not high on Jimmy Garoppolo, because I see when he plays well in our division, and when he goes outside our division, he doesn't play too well. Against the Broncos, all we needed was 14 points and we win that game. And he played terrible. So don't tell me to give Jimmy G his props because he got us into the playoffs. It's not about him getting into the playoffs. We need to win a Super Bowl. That's what the 49ers are about. We're about winning Super Bowls. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, then he got to go. Plain and simple. I think Trey Lance still deserves an opportunity to play. People were down on him, and he got hurt because of Kyle Shanahan. I'm still going to blame Kyle Shanahan for that. So, yes, but without a doubt, I think we didn't win the division. But I think we have a chance to I still think that we can lose 2 or 3 more games.
Question. Before I know we about to get out of here, but when you made the playoffs that year, right? Last year, to be exact. Jimmy G was your quarterback, right?
Yes.
You all did go in and beat the number one offense that was the Dallas Cowboys, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then you went up to Green Bay in the snow with Jimmy G as the quarterback. And what did he do? They
Did
won.
he win that game, or did our defense and special teams win that game?
Jimmy maintained the game.
Be honest.
He maintained.
He maintained, but he wasn't the reason we won the game. That's what
You said if he plays okay, you can beat teams that are better than you all. Technically, Dallas was supposed to be better than you all. Green Bay was supposed to be better than you all.
I didn't think Dallas was better than us. That's just me.
No, I'm just saying the masses. Come on now. We know you as a fan. It's personal between us. We understand, okay? We took Deion. We won a ring too. Then you played the Rams. If it wasn't for a dropped interception, you all would have been where? In the Super Bowl with Jimmy G as your quarterback. All I'm saying is I understand why you're giving him this such disdain, but Jimmy G is decent enough to get you all back there and deserves a little bit of credit. That's all I'm saying.
He gets credit when he plays well and he doesn't throw them the ball. Yes, I'll give you that. If he doesn't, Jimmy G wins games when he doesn't throw interceptions. That's all it is. Jimmy just has to play a clean game. That's all I ever asked of Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy needs to throw for 30, 35 passes a game. I don't think he needs to throw for 300 yards. He just needs to throw us the ball enough to be able to go down and score with our players. We got Christian McCaffrey, we got Deebo Samuel, we got Brandon Ayuk, we got George Kittle, and we got the best fullback in the league. I don't care anyone says
you got the best fullback with the best running back / wide best athlete. I'm gonna call Deebo an athlete because you can put him anywhere, and you have the best running back, and you have the best blocking tight end in football. Like,
and I think we have one of the best backup running backs too, in Elijah Mitchell. People forget about him.
And you got Trent Williams, one of the best
offensive lineman in the league.
So at this point, I'm thinking you kind of got to give Jimmy some leeway here. You all could make a run. I don't want to say
I'm not saying he's played better, but he's thrown 15 touchdowns and only 4 picks this year. He's played well.
Let's do this. When they beat the Bucks, we'll come back on here and we'll have this conversation again.
Okay.
Man, look, it ain't gonna help, Tomo. They've seen everything they need to see. How much further can they go than the Super Bowl? They can't go no further than the Super Bowl. Now, Jimmy G got to win the Super Bowl. That's the only way he's going to satisfy people. It's unfair.
Thank you.
It is what it is.
That's my point. Thank you, Jama, for
that's a high standard for such a short.
He's got there.
He got there already. He can do it.
Yes, that's not a high standard for him. He's gotten there, right?
Y'all giving him Lamar treatment. Like
they
the Ravens doing Lamar.
They are.
Hey, look, if they want to get Lamar treatment, get Lamar, Deebo Samuel, and McCaffrey.
Well, then
watch
that's
what
different.
I guarantee the Ravens will win the Super Bowl if they have it.
That's different.
Right, look.
That's a better organization.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.